Here at Hobbymaker, we love seeing what you've been making, and it's our job to keep you inspired. So how does a £100 credit to your Hobbymaker account sound? Every month, we're going to be giving away a £100 credit to one lucky Hobbymaker's account. And all you have to do to enter is simply send a photo of your craft you makes to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. We will be picking one winner each month at random, and we'll announce the lucky winner on air in the 5 PM show on the last Saturday of every month. So what are you waiting for? Get crafting, get motivated, and get inspired with Hobbymaker.
Hello, good morning. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful, wonderful start. Just sort of watching myself back there before the show, and you're like, it just feels like I haven't left. I'm back in, different outfit, different day. We've got an absolutely incredible morning show that is lined up for you. We've got Dreamies here. We've got Carol and Hayley here in the studio. We're going to have an hour with Carol. We'll come across then to Hayley. Good morning.
Morning. Are you all right?
Yes, very good. Yeah. Had a cup of tea, ready to go.
Oh, that's it then. Yeah.
That's all you need.
Ready for the off.
It actually feels like it's a little bit darker now to when I was in. Because
what, in the morning, do you mean? Yes. Well, I don't normally see 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, no, I suppose you wouldn't choose to.
So I thought like, ooh.
Well, I was just quite surprised I got ready, and the last time I did a morning show, which was only, I think, a week and a bit ago, it was pretty much light driving in, and today I was like, it's dark.
Yeah.
It's dark. And I have to be careful of the deers on the way.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I'm like country roads. And last time I was like going like a mile per hour behind them as they just sort of cantered down the road. And you know, you're like...
Oh, it's amazing though, that must be.
Yeah, that you actually get to see like all the wildlife at that time of the day. But yes, exciting show.
Yes.
We've got two completely different hours. We've got a best-selling hour in the second hour. This hour, we've got loads of Christmas bits as well, haven't we? Brand new on so many of these opportunities. Now, we are going to start with an early bird deal for you, which I know you absolutely love. We can't not start with this, and it is, I'll give you a little heads up before we come to it, but we've actually got your postage stamp, and we've got these beautiful little designs that are actually coming with this. You can kind of change them up and pop them in, and there, I'm just going to give you a little look at this. I mean, you can just imagine the kind of bits that you can actually create from what we are about to show you with this as well. So pretty. Look at the little stamp that we've got there. It's beautiful, isn't it? So early bird deal we are going to kick off with. Do get involved as quickly as you can with this. It's amazing.
Oh, it is. It's so cute. And obviously you can use those little stamps without being on the postage stamp as well. Some of them are ideal for like edging your card and things like that. So yeah. It's really cute.
It really is, and I just think the fact that we've got, you know, the little polar bear almost that we've got just there. You've got your Rudolph, then you've got your holly that's there. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Your Poinsettia, and what is brilliant is that obviously you're getting the die, you're then getting all the stamps, and they're interchangeable. Like you say, you can use them separately, but if you want them in the shape, and you can see that just there of the actual die. Perfect that you can just change them up.
That's right, yeah. And like on that sample there, you've got the solid one behind and then your little sentiment on there. So it's a great little accent on your cards or tags or even you could put it on your envelope. If, you know, if you was giving it, obviously not posting.
They'll have to pay for it when it gets round to them. But yeah, as a design feature. And do you know what else as well? I mean, I've got a 3-year-old, probably mentioned before, but for him, I'm like, this is the sort of thing that'd be lovely as well, because like you say, they could kind of stamp their little envelopes. It's really one that would cross over with sort of any age.
That's right, yeah. And even like the little stamps, you could put them on the back of the envelope as well if you wanted to.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you are going to get the die. You are also getting 6 of these stamps, as we were saying. So many of you, of course, are kind of doing all of your Christmas crafting at the moment, and just think in your own mind, what kind of price would you expect usually to pay for 6 stamps? You can see the detail on them as well, absolutely beautiful. And the die, beautiful variation. And then wait to see what we are doing today. It is our early bird deal for a reason, okay? So we are going to get that price straight down for you. And all you literally need to do is remove these stamps, obviously, from the sheet, use your stamping platform or your acrylic block, whatever you want. £5.
I know.
Stamp set and die.
Yeah.
It's so good, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And same as you say, if you're buying it for little ones even, you know, it's next to nothing.
It's definitely a Christmas present gift at this sort of price as well. It's one that, you know, if you're kind of creating little hampers or anything like that, you could pop that in for £4.99 to get all of them. And each of them, I mean, they are just beautiful. The kind of detailing we've got coming down right to the scarf and everything about the features that we're seeing there. And then that little scene of the little house.
Oh, I know. It's so cute, isn't it? Yeah. And obviously the little ones, they could colour those in as well if they wanted to, couldn't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could even use them as sort of a monochrome look. You could colour them.
Yeah.
You could use them all together. You could use them separately. But it is amazing that you can just cut out this little die that's there, and then you can pop any of these into this if you want to finish that off beautifully as well. And it's kind of like an open your basket deal, we always say with the early bird deal. You know, once you've got something like this at this amazing price, you then can, of course, really, you know, add anything else on that you want as well. And you're paying that just under £4 fee between midnight and midnight. Rightio, we will leave that with you. I will pop back to that if there is any of those still available towards the end of the show. Shall we start with a demo? I feel like it's the morning. We just love to have a little look.
Yes, why not? So I'm going to create this one today.
Oh, nice.
So this is using quite a lot of the products that's on the show.
Amazing.
So
beautiful.
so we'll create that one then.
I love
so,
the poinsettias there as well.
Oh, I know. They're the pretty poinsettias, what you've got. Yeah, so they are really cute as well. Right, so we're just going to get the base layers down on the actual card to start with. And I've not put double-sided tape in this corner because we're going to just curl that back a little bit.
Okay.
So these are the papers that's on the show as well.
Lovely.
So then before we go any further, we'll just roll that back a little bit. So then that's just creating that little bit of interest on that side there.
Yeah, oh, nice.
And obviously with them being double-sided papers, you still get that colour on the back.
So these are where you are getting your vintage paper pad duo that you can actually get with these. The price is, again, amazing. I mean, this is your start price, and I will give you a good look through these in a moment as well, just to kind of see what you're actually going to get. But you are going to get both of these for an incredible, incredible deal as well, and you can just see just there how they work so well.
Oh yeah, they're just all designed, you know, for colour coordination. That's what Ailey does, you know, make sure the colours are all coordinated, whether they're the front you're using or the back.
Yeah, £6, what was that, £10.99, so we're looking at £5.50 per one.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Double-sided, you always feel like, which side do I use?
I know, that's it. But you do get 12 of each in there, so you're not just getting 2 or 4.
Yes,
So, you know, we do think of that as well, because you'll always have a favourite, won't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so just popping a little bit of ribbon along here.
Perfect.
There we go.
Yeah.
So just pop that onto there. Don't know why, but we've got a little bit of red fluff on there. Let's just cut that off because it's going to show, and I don't think... Oh, I am putting something over there, so it'd be all right. Right, so just trim that off as well.
Yeah.
Right, so then we're just going to start with our other layers now. So I'm using here one, we're just going to pop a layer on here, and I'm using one of the snowflakes, which is in the set. I think it's this side, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely.
So we're just going to add a little bit of detail onto here. So I'm using the black ink pad. So we're just going to press these onto here. So obviously you can emboss with these. You can do whatever you want. In fact, what we'll do a little bit of different, you know, third generation now of the stamp, and then you just get it a little bit lighter in different parts. Right, so then we can just get this onto here. Just wipe my hand. So I end up with fingerprints everywhere otherwise.
I'm like that.
Right, so just get this onto here. So this is just creating all the layers. This card, the blue card that I'm using, is coming up in the next hour.
Perfect, yeah.
Which is with one of those collections. Right, so let's just get this done onto here then. And just pop that onto there. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do now, I've got another layer here, but I'm going to use the pretty poinsettia, just the die on its own.
Perfect.
Not using the outside die. So this bit will stay in your card.
Okay.
If you use the outside layer as well, then obviously we cut the flowers out. Okay. So you can see that then.
Yes, yeah.
So that's the one that we're using as well. So I'm just going to pop this onto here. You could use this and it could look a bit like a snowflake.
Yeah, exactly.
In the background. So, you know, like if you're using white on white or something like that, would look really nice. So let's just pop that. Let's see if you can see that there.
Oh, really nice.
So let me pop it there and then you can see the blue
Oh, it's
comes
beautiful,
through.
isn't it?
So if you wanted to do that on your papers,
Isn't it?
that's because we've not used the outside layer as well.
Yeah, to cut it out.
So yeah, so that's another little thing that you can get with these dies as well.
Yeah, that's great.
So let's just pop this onto here then. It just brings another idea into your head, you know, fill out your layers and such things. Then we're just going to bring this back in here and just pop that under there. So let's just get a little bit of hot glue on there.
Yeah.
So just pop that under there and leaving that hanging over still. Okay, so I'm just going to get all these layers on and then we can start to create like the flowers and things. So I've just got a little flag. We do like to put quite a lot of layers on our cards.
It's nice
because,
to layer it all up.
yeah, because it does make a lot of interest for you to look at. Right, so we're just going to pop this onto here now. Just have a little bit of the foam tape.
Just so pretty, aren't they? All the colours kind of
know.
coming through on those papers as well.
You just think to yourself, which side do I use on the papers? You know, you just think, oh, goodness me. So many decisions.
Yeah, I know.
Right, so we're just going to pop that up onto there now. And then we can just curl that up a little bit. So I've got that little bit of interest again there. I am going to do my sentiment now as well. So I have got Flurry of Kisses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Flurry of Kisses. I thought I'd said that wrong then. That is in the festive sentiments, which are nice big sentiments. I think you get 2 of each sentiment in different sizes.
Fab, aren't they?
They are, yeah. So you can do your home decor and things like that as well.
Yeah.
Right, so just stamp that onto that piece.
I love the font that's actually in these.
Oh, I know. It's so... they're so nice, aren't they? Yeah. Right, so let's just get this onto here as well then.
Yeah. We will kind of give you a full look through everything that's being used as well after the demo. We just sort of thought, let's get straight into a demo. Let's just enjoy it. It's the morning, isn't it?
It is,
Nice way to ease into your day, really.
It is. Right, make sure I've got it the right way, the other way. Right, so just popping that onto the blue card again. Okay, so I will pop that on while we're going. Let's just have some foam pad on that as well, just to layer it up a little bit and make it stand out.
Yeah.
I can get that off. Fingers are not working this morning, Sherilyn. It's a bit early. Right, so pop that onto there then, just overlapping those a bit, but you can still see the background paper on there. Right, so now we can start to create our flowers and our foliage.
Yes,
Okay, so we've got loads there. So what I've done with this, obviously just die cut these in the navy card and just cut a little bit into the centre there. And this one I'm just doing with my fingers. So we're going to have 6 layers on here. Just to layer that up a little bit.
It's just how they shape as well.
Oh, I know.
So gorgeously.
The thing is, you don't have to do too much if you don't want. And I know we say these are poinsettias, but, you know, you could use them for whatever you want. It's not got to be a poinsettia. You know, there's lots
Be anything, yeah.
Yeah, depending what colours you use, obviously. You can use them all through.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel to me when I look at that, because you know when you think of poinsettias, you do think of Christmas predominantly.
That's right, yes.
Whereas when you're looking at it in that colour, that could be for any season. It could be for any sort of card or box. You know,
that's right, yeah. Right, let me just hold that up because, there we go, just so it's not sticking to the mat. Right, So, and then I'm just offsetting these.
Yeah, lovely.
And you have, if you want to put like the stamens, we bring stamens sometimes. This one has got the design with the hole in the centre.
Okay.
So you could use those and not really have to think about making a hole in there.
Yeah.
Right, so this is the main flower. We will be putting pearls in there, so there's no worry on the glue. So that's the large flower.
That is gorgeous, isn't it? Have a little look at that on the front and you can just kind of see the actual quality of that look. That's, yes.
Didn't wear a very good colour about that, did I? But never mind.
You could actually have that on as a buttonhole. It kind of looks.
Hey, yeah,
couldn't you?
Well, that's another thing,
pretty that
isn't
is.
it? You know, and people put them in their
Yeah,
hair and everything,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
they? So, yeah, just think of that on your hair grips and such things. Right, so I'm just going to stamp this now. So this is the Christmas florals.
Yeah.
So I've already die cut these. Again, you do get your stamps with this. Same with the pretty poinsettias. You do get your stamps and your outline die as well with those.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to stamp that on there. Sometimes I stamp it this way, sometimes I stamp it and then die cut. So it's,
Yes, okay.
it's just whatever takes your fancy on the day sort of thing. So I've got that onto there, and you can see how nicely that stamps out.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Just get that off of there. So then again with these, with these ones, I'm just going to snip in.
Okay.
Again, just a little bit into the centre, just so we've got a little bit more movement on there. And then I'm just going to bring these up. With this one, with the designs here, you can see there's little dots down there. So you could put glitter or little pearls or anything like that down there, which would make it look nice and sparkly.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so just get the ball tool in the centre of there. So we've just got 2 layers on these then.
Yeah.
It's just going to go at the side. Got another one here, I'd have cut into those yet. So that's all you need to do with those, and obviously with these ones you get the leaves as well. So if you wanted to just fill out more, just with the single leaves, you could do.
Yeah, you could do as much as you wanted.
Yeah, yeah. But these ones I'm just leaving like that. While we've got the mat here, I will just use these. So these are from the Precision Embellishment set. Yep. So these are the pine cones. These are the biggest ones in that set, but they are so nice. I wanted pine cones for such a long time, and Ayla says, yeah, I'll do them, Mum, I'll do them.
I'll do them, I'll get them sorted.
And then like, oh, she's done them. So, yeah.
I just love that you've actually managed and are managing it on this card to actually bring in just so much that we've got today. And that just shows how they kind of mix and match so perfectly.
That's right. You can do as little or as much as you want. Obviously, you can do really simple cards if you want to. You know, we have done some of these like just with the foliage on, and then, you know, just the pine cones and a flower in the centre. So you can use it that way as well. Right, so I'm just going to use a little bit of the Thistle, which is brand new today. Yes.
Now, we're going to be talking about this in a moment. This is all brand new, so you're going to see it being used just here. It is fab, isn't it?
It is. We do like to use a lot of this, but we've always stuck with like the cream and the natural.
Yes,
but now we've found somewhere that's got all the colours, so it's like, oh, amazing.
And I kind of feel like lots of different scenes you could use for that as well, you know, like country-esque scenes, kind of like farmhouse scenes. It's just lovely kind of addition.
What we was thinking, the black that's in there for haunted houses and Halloween and things like that, that'd be so good. Yeah, wouldn't it? Right, so we're just going to get the flowers on here then. Let's get those onto there, and then we can fill in with the foliage, which on this particular one is my favourite.
The shape,
yeah. Right, so let's just get these onto here. So you can shape these and do whatever you want with them. I'm just going to just pop them in like that, and then see where they go, and just give them a little bit of a twist. Yeah. And you get loads of different ones in there, different sizes. You get the ones that you could put your pearls on if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, like these berries, you get your holly. So this one is the next size down. We'll just bring those into there.
Lovely.
And these I've just cut out in white card. But we have got a group on Facebook, and the lady who just started that for us a long time ago, she's just got back into doing lives for us on there.
Oh, nice, okay.
And what she did the other day was when she'd cut all these out, you know the bit of the waste that you get left?
Yes, yeah.
Use that as a stencil.
Oh,
And
that's clever, isn't
That
it?
is so, it was so amazing. I was like, what? We have said that, but we've never done it ourselves. And then Shani did it and for everybody else to see, and it was amazing. It really was.
I just love it when you've got like extra uses for like different
That's
things
it,
as well.
yeah, exactly. Right, so I'm just going to pop the little bits of
so
holly up
nice.
here. So that's the 2 sprigs of holly with the 2 leaves on.
Yeah.
And then we've got one with 4 on, which we're just going to bring.
I always just love it when you've got layers and when you,
Oh,
actually
yeah.
get almost that sort of 3D popping out nature that you're seeing like with that.
That's right. And what we like as well is, you know, with your dyes, you can get your tone on tone. So if you want to do white on white or blue on blue or whatever, that is so nice. So then the little pine cones, just going to pop into there.
Perfect.
And then we just need some pearls on.
We always need pearls.
Oh,
don't
we always need pearls, always, yes. Right, so I'm just using the festive ones today on this one. Right, so let's just get these out then. So we want some white and a few blue. So in these particular ones, you get 3 sizes of 5 different colours. So you've got a good selection on there as well. Right, so let's get our pearls into the centre of here. If we're not blocked up, there we go. And just pop 3, I think, in there. And we want 2 lots of 3 on there. That's going to be the blue. Just to add that into there. Oops. And then we'll just put 1 up there. Just add. Oh, we want 1 in the middle of this one as well.
Yeah.
Just so it looks a bit like a snowflake. Right, so this is the pickup tool as well.
Yes.
Which is truly amazing. It's the best thing ever.
I remember the first time that we did the show together and I was like, whoa, with this.
Yeah.
It's just so clever and it makes the precision so easy.
It does. It does. And don't worry about the glue, the go-to glue. It does dry clear, so I've put quite a bit on here. So once that dries, then you won't see it. And we're just going to bring a little bit of the blue in here, just on there. So say this is quite a longish demo, but
I still feel for the detail on this card, it's very quick actually.
Yeah,
you know, to actually put that amount together.
That's right. And if you was doing it, I'm not saying you'd do this as a lot, you know, for all your friends or whatever, but if you did, you could do a bit of a production line, get all your layers on in one night and then do your sentiments and such things in another night. So there we go with that one, and that is the original one.
It's beautiful, really,
but
really
again,
beautiful.
any colours, you can do it in whatever colours you want.
Yeah, but those blues, I just think for Christmas as well, it's really got that kind of icicle, magical sort of feel, hasn't it, really, to it? Yeah. So there was so much that you actually saw that was used on that. So I do then want to just talk you through those bits. Now, just a quick recap of what is there on your screen is your early bird deal. So we've got this just here. I know that there's lots and lots and lots of you coming through and joining us on this one. It is the opportunity to get your die where you put your stamp. These are then interchangeable. So you can, of course, use these to stamp onto that beautiful postage stamp that we're seeing there with the die, or use them individually, totally up to you. But it does create, as you can see, the most amazing detail. There's one of the dies just cut out individually, and then of course you've got one of the stamps that's actually stamped into the centre of that as well. So a really, really sort of special die, and it's one of them I think that, you know, that die and stamp set you're going to bring out again and again and again every single year. So a great one to get, and early bird deal, £5, which you can't really say anything could be better really than that on the morning, could it? Now, I know a lot of you want to have a quick look at the pads. Now, we just saw those pads being used. It is a duo, so it means you are going to get both. So it's taking them down to around £10.50 each. Now, I'll give you a little look through both of them. So obviously, wow, it's just fabulous. Look at this. Now, all of it double-sided. So as we were saying, it's almost like, which one are you going to use? Right from the polka dots to the snowflakes that we're seeing here. Then you can come down, look at that. They're lovely, aren't they? The stripes that we've got on this one. And there is 12 of each of these sheets. There is 48 design papers altogether. That's the one we just saw just there with the trees as well. We've got that lovely almost tie-dye effect that we can see on that one as well. So much actually within this. And then moving to the greens that we've got. So they're all 8x8, double-sided, 120 GSM, and then 48 of those designer papers, 12 of each of those designs. So that's that one. But on top of that, you're going to get this. So you're going to get both of them today for this price. I love this scripture. Isn't that really, really nice? Is it always from Scrooge, I think? You are not looking at it, said Scrooge, but I see it, said the ghost, notwithstanding, etc., etc. I could be reading you a little story, couldn't I? Morning story with Sherilyn. Not quite like Tom Hardy on CBeebies, but you know, we can try. Look at these colours. And again, what I think's amazing about this is if you look at that, you've got like your sentiments, your Merry Christmases, you could fussy cut them if you wanted, but some of these as well, they're not just Christmassy, are they? They're absolutely bits that you could use any time of the year also, all put together so beautifully. There's some of your flowers that are kind of leading into scripture as well. Beautifully set. And then look at the difference of the other side. So like we were saying, it's very much which side do you decide to actually use as well. So both of those today for a £10.99 deal. So it's the duo. Use these with, I mean, if you wanted to, you could literally just get your 8x8 cards and put one of these straight on and then kind of add additional elements. You could fussy cut, as you can see, bits of these. You could die cut. You could do anything that you really wanted, I'd imagine, with them. Brilliant deal. I do like it on the morning shows, the sort of price points that we do as well. Yeah. It's exciting, isn't it?
It is. It is, definitely.
Yeah, and £5.50 for this quality of paper pad is just fantastic.
Yeah, well, we sell them in our shop at $8.99.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, it's a
good
deal.
So normally, these are £8.99 each. Okay, so that's what, so if you wanted to buy them from the shop, £8.99 each. So it is a massive saving. So today, when you think about that, you're looking at almost £18 usually, so you're getting about a £7 saving on those, £3.50 saving on each. Well done. That is fabulous. Now, let's come to the snowflakes that you were using, because as soon as you started stamping with them, I was like, these are gorgeous.
Yes, and
aren't they?
I was just thinking, you get all different sizes in there, Sherilyn. Just think about, you've not got a snowflake on your postage stamp.
But very true.
You could put, if you went for both, you could put your little snowflake in there if you wanted to instead.
It would work perfectly. Oh, that's such a good idea. Now, £12.99 would be a brilliant price, of course. Not today, it's the morning. So what we will do is we will take an extra £5 off of these as well. And that is so many, isn't it, that you're actually getting? What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different snowflakes that you've got there. And you can see every single one of them as well has a different detailing that we can see on there. If you have a little look at this card, it just gives you an idea of just some of the ways that you could actually use these to stamp as well. I could put it the right way around, might help. Might do it back to front of my telly. But yeah, look at these, just the lovely details that we've got from the big ones to the small ones. I just think you are literally going to use those on everything. And again, I'm thinking $7.99, $4.99 for those, one-off postage and packaging. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And they are definitely a batch make card, you know, like if you're doing some for your neighbours and things like that.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's a nice card, isn't it? A nice simple card, but it says what it says.
Yeah, absolutely. And you could just use one as like a centre kind of piece.
Yeah, of course you could,
or build them up, layer them up, anything like that. So a lovely opportunity, and snowflakes always so Christmassy, aren't they? So well done with that. Now, in terms of the website as well, we have got everything from the 2-hour show right there. So you just need to go to hobbymaker.co.uk. If you jump onto there, then you can just press watch live. You can come down. You can see on that pre-order little button, you can absolutely sort of go down and add anything else that you want on this. You can see some of the pearl boxes. You can see the sentiments that we've got. That oh my gosh, that pearl pickup tool I cannot wait to talk about in a bit more depth as well. It's just an amazing, amazing product. So there is so much there. And of course, do remember that it is a one-off postage and packaging fee between midnight and midnight, just £3.95. And once you've paid that, you paid that this morning, you could buy from Hunky Dory, Crafter's Companion this afternoon, you could go on the web and buy from Paper Dynamics, whatever you wanted. You are only going to pay that one-off P&P between midnight and midnight, which I know so many of you love because it's quite different to anywhere else in terms of doing that. So do, of course, keep coming through, and some of the products are quite limited in stock, so if there's anything you want, then get it. Oh, plus, if you want to, send us a message. Laura's doing an Instagram takeover today, so you can go on our Instagram if you want. You can see Laura bright and early, looking absolutely lovely. Or message the studio, either at studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. You can share your makes with us, or there's a little kind of tab on the website that says send us a message, so you can send in, say hey, let us know what you are getting up to today. And this is a lovely morning for me, but then after the show, I've got to take my little boy for his vaccines, and I'm like, oh no, gosh. I feel like these are going to be the worst. The 3-year ones. I mean,
No.
I feel like he's aware, but he's not aware that they're going to be good for him. He's probably just aware it's going to hurt, you know?
Yeah, oh, bless him.
Oh, so yes, so we'll see how they go. I don't know. I'm going with my partner as well in case we need a bit of holding him, who knows?
You'll probably be worse than what he is.
I usually are. When he started preschool, I was definitely like, oh, and he's like, bye, you know.
Yeah, see you later.
Here's our Instagram as well that we've got just here. So if you do, of course, want to go onto that and you want to have a look at the takeover, then you can, of course, get involved. Follow us, join us, anything like that as well would be absolutely lovely. We always love to obviously hear from you on any of our shows. Now, we've still got the pearls, we've got the pearl pickup tool, and the festive sentiment. Should we come to these actually next?
Yeah, can do, yeah.
Now, these are what you were just using just
Yes,
there.
they were, yeah.
Look at these, they're huge.
They are like, obviously, same as I say, you've got mostly 2 of each, obviously the sizing. So you've got some that's smaller, like for your cards, and some for your home decor and things like that.
Yes.
Or use it as the main item on your card and then just put flowers or something around.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like as well, looking at this, you could not have physically fitted more on. You've used
No, we couldn't. That's true, yeah.
Amazing. Winter wishes, season's greetings, happy Christmas that we've got there, jingle bells, winter wonderland, winter wishes, thinking of you. You know, there's absolutely everything that you could really want. Happy holidays down here as well. So a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to get them. As we said, 2 different sizes on those stamps as well. And you saw, like, once you stamped with that really big look, it was right there as a kind of centre sort of piece.
That's right, yes.
It's all you need, isn't it? The
and that one is the smaller one of the 2 of those.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
so there is
one,
a larger one of that, yeah.
Oh, when you think of that, and you're like, how's that the smaller one?
I know.
£12.99, as I say, everything. These are all brand new bits. So much of this today on the show. Christmas deals, so do, of course, get involved, but it does mean that it's limited in terms of availability with all of these bits at these price points. So that one is there at £12.99. You're not going to need any more sentiment stamps, I feel like, for Christmas if I got this.
No, that would cover
everything,
all of your
really.
Christmas things, yes. And don't forget, you could use them inside your card as like a little verse if you wanted to.
It actually looks a lot better, doesn't it, when you do that, particularly if you've got my sort of writing. It's, you know, you don't want to have it all over the card. So to have, to use it inside and outside as well, it's just,
that's right,
gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
So all of that today for £12.99 for you to be able to get those, which is absolutely lovely. Now, we've got as well, what you were using was the Poinsettia die and stamp collection. So we can give you a little look at that. Just trying to get all the prices through for you so you can, of course, jump in and get exactly what you would like to get. Now, in terms of, if we just have a little look at that card, again, this made, just to have a little look at the Poinsettia.
Do you want?
Oh, is that okay? There you go then. Yeah, I can bring it over. Have a look at this. Now, it is completely brand new today. It is the Stamp and Die collection. I'll show you how much you're getting out of it. But just look how you can build this up so perfectly. And you could do that in any colour. You could go for kind of the traditional red, but like this, you could change it up and do that as well.
That's right. And like a lot of people at Christmas do like to do white on white. But also if you're doing like white and silver, you've got the stamps in there as well. So, you know, you could use your stamps.
Yeah.
That one isn't that one, Sherilyn. That one is the Christmas floral.
Ah, it is, isn't it? Sorry about that. That's the... That's the...
It's okay. I don't think we've got a board for that one, so yeah.
Perfect. So that one's that one.
Yeah, that's that one, yeah. But
So
yeah, you've got your stamps and your dies. You've got your flourishes in there as well. So if you was only buying one per year, shall we say, you know, you treat yourself to one die set and stamp set, that would be amazing.
Yeah. And I think, like we said as well, it doesn't need to just be your...
No, it doesn't have to be Christmas. I mean, it can be anything.
Yeah, it really would. It's something I think you're going to put together so much. You've got the additional foliage that we can see there as well. And straight down, once again, $19.99 for both. I mean, they're big sizes. And I mean, those dies are amazing
big
in terms of quality and everything. And huge sizes.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing deals on those. So £19.99, that is for both of those. Very easy to use as well as we saw. And then, of course, they give you that beautiful additional sort of look. Because I really like the little dots that kind of come through the little holes as well.
Yes, it's something a little bit different, isn't it? So, like, same as we were saying, you can do the plain die on its own. I mean, I've got one here for the next demo. Yeah. So you could do your plain die. Then you could have the ones with the detail inside, like we've done on there, or also your stamps. So it covers a good range for whatever people want to do.
Definitely, yeah. So much that you can actually get from it. And like we say, in the gold, it is just beautiful. Okay, we are going to, so we've still got the pearls, we've got the Thistle to talk about as well. We've got the amazing, this amazing tool that is going to be incredible as well. Can't wait for that. We've got the precision die set, so there is just so much more to come to for you as well. In fact, let's quickly squeeze this in, shall we, as well, and then we'll pop across for another demo, and then I will bring you the tool and the pearls in a few moments' time. But that, again, so much that you're getting within this.
Yeah, and that is a useful die set. You know, again, I know we think of pine cones at Christmas, but they're not always Christmas.
No.
You've got all your foliage in there, which can be used again anytime. You've got the, I call them like the sprigs with like the berries on.
Yeah,
so you've got two sizes of those. I think you've got either 3 or 4 sizes of the pine cones. You've got the little one that is on the edge of that holly there that are like berries. Yeah. So if you wanted to cut that out in your red berries or your white berries for mistletoe or anything like that.
Definitely.
And then obviously your big sprigs. And the bells, of course. You've got the bells in there.
How lovely to have that as an extra little addition that we've got there as well. And bells are something that, oh gosh, you just use, wedding cards you could suddenly go to with this. There's so many sort of things that go away from Christmas or anything like that as well, which is fantastic.
That's right. Yes.
This does have an additional £5 off today as well, so we have taken that right down. It is a morning deal down to £14.99 on that one today. Now you can already come through, of course, and get the likes of this, which I know is going to be super popular, so get involved. But just to give you a little look at just some of these dies actually cut out as well, and just what you can actually create with this, just give you a quick look at that board that we have just there. And then, you know, we saw obviously lots of this being put together, but look at that as well, a little hanging decor. If you need something like that, you're going to bring it out every year, aren't you?
Exactly, yeah, and that's what I was meaning. The white on white is just so classic.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Winter weddings, I'm thinking with this.
Yes. Oh, yes, definitely.
Even like centerpieces, you know, on tables, you could almost like build up a beautiful sort of piece, couldn't you, from that by mixing together a few of these products.
These would be nice around candles.
They would, wouldn't they? Yeah, around a candle, absolutely. Okay, shall we come across to another demo and have a look at this?
Do this one then now, So this is what I'm going to be doing this time. So we've got a bit of a gap in here. So I've just cut a little bit of the card off, and we're just going to do this topper as well. Yeah. Okay, so we've gone for the brown and gold theme this time. So this is the other paper pad that is in the collection. Yeah. So just so you've got a bit of an idea of different paper pads. I mean, look at that. Again, it's just which side do I use? I like that side, but I like that side. So this is just going to go inside the card. That's why I've gone for the lantern in there, so that when you open your card, you've got that there as well. Nice.
It just brings sort of something completely different when you've got something inside as well.
That's right, yeah. You think, oh, I like the outside, but oh, and I've got that inside as well now. That's even better. Right, so we're just going to pop that onto there then. So all I've done here, I think that is it's an 8x8 card, so that's 4 inches. Okay. Cut 2 off, and then my other 2 is going to go onto there. So, and then we're going to put the topper inside there, so that we can just mount it all together. Right, so let's just get this on. So I've gone for a bit of gold mirror board on here just to bring it up a little bit as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the papers in this one are gorgeous. I mean, look at this. This is the border. So you've got it all the way round. So I've used that at the top and this one just at the bottom here. So it all coordinates.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
So let's just get this on. It does take a bit of, if I say a bit of time, you know, getting your layers on. But we think it's just worth it to have all your layers. It just makes it look nice.
Yes, definitely.
Right, so again, we've got this one on here. Just layer that up. So then we've got our other ones that is going to go on to here. So just get some double-sided tape on there. I would put more than that on, but obviously just for speed.
Yeah, no, it's okay, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's get those on. Flip that one over. And we are using the early bird stamp on this one as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Just as a little accent.
Yeah.
Right, so just get that onto there. Then onto here. Okay, let's just get that on. And then when we're connecting this to here, we just want it on the top and the bottom. So I will just use double-sided tape.
Yeah.
So don't put your tape all the way around if you're doing this. Otherwise, it'll stick to the inside of your card. It's a good job my head's on this morning because otherwise that would have happened. Right, so first of all, I'm just going to get this one on the top. So around about there, just so we can connect it.
Yeah.
And this one is going to go on the bottom. So we'll just take that off of there.
Yeah.
Line this up with the bottom of the card. And just bring that one over.
Yeah.
And then we have got our card like that, and you've got your gap in there. You could
Yes.
put acetate in there if you wanted to as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever you want to do with that. Right, so let's just stamp the sentiment on here. So I've gone for one of the recipes. I think it's in the next hour, that one, actually. I'm not sure whether it is or not. Oh, no, there.
One of these.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we've got them. Yeah, we've got them,
that's them, Cheryline.
Yeah.
Cheryline.
Oh, these are very nice.
So I'm just going to pop a recipe of winter.
Recipes, yeah.
Yeah. So Hayley wrote all these. So, you know, and they are so nice to just put on your card as well. So we've just got all that. We're just going to pop this onto this gold mirror board again.
I love the wording on these.
Oh, I know. They're so nice.
Yeah.
And again, those you could use as a main focal point on your card or on the inside as like a little verse.
Yeah, 5 different ones on that, and then the Happy Christmas as well, so the 6th additional one.
Or you could just do little tags.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah.
Have your little tags
Yeah,
on
they'd be lovely, like around, you know, like a bottle of wine or something like that if you were gifting it as well.
That's right, yes. Right, so let's just shake those off of there. And what I've done here, I've cut these postage stamps out twice, one in the gold and one in the mushroom card, which is coming up in the next hour. And then we've got a little stamp here. I think I've got the holly here. Yes, the holly one.
Yes.
So I'm just going to stamp this onto the card.
The good thing with this
Postage
kind of
stamp.
size of stamp as well is you don't need to have a stamping platform. You know, if you haven't
No,
managed to kind of
that's right.
dig that deep to get one of those yet, this
Yeah.
is just going to be right, sort of first time. You're not going to
That's
be thinking
right.
about doing it again or replacing.
So we've just stamped that onto there, look.
Lovely.
So how nice that is. And then I'm just going to trim this back because you've got your lines there for like your postage stamp. So just trim that off there and then we'll get the gold shining through
Okay.
from the edge of the other one. Okay. Right, so let's just get a little bit of foam pad on there.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, just to raise it up a little bit. And then, whoops, just pop this onto here.
Yeah.
You could offset this if you wanted to, or use 2 separate ones. But then we've got that there, look, as just the little postage stamp and the gold.
gorgeous,
I know,
isn't
isn't
it?
it?
Yeah.
Isn't it just? So I will pop that on there now, just while we're getting this
Sort of like
together.
making your own little embellishments, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, you could have a evening or a day or whatever, just doing things like that, and then you've got them in your stash all the time, haven't you? Right, so just pop that onto there then.
Yep.
So now we'll just get our flowers. In fact, what we'll do first, we'll just get our thistle on. So this thistle is, I've got a bit of the brown and a bit, I'm going to call it honey. So I've just mixed the two together of the new one, so you can mix all your different ones together. I mean, the creamy colour and the red would look nice, obviously, for Christmas. So just pop a little bit of hot glue on there, so we've got that ready.
That matches with that colour of the paper pad.
Yes, that's right. And I mean, like the purples and the blues, you know, mermaids and things like that.
Yes,
anything, it's gorgeous. Right, so then we have got our, these are the Christmas floral. So let me just twist this one up because I'd already done this one. But obviously in transit, we've gone a bit skew-if. I'm going to do these two together. I've already stamped these, so it's like we did on the previous demo. So just do, we call this the tweezer twist. So just get the tweezers straight down the middle of your petal and just twist it. And it just gives you another little bit of a different take on that. And we separate those up. And then we will get some hot glue into here. So let's just get these offset a little bit.
Yeah.
You see, these I have stamped with the brown ink now, but equally you could leave them just as they are. It's not a problem. So just fill in with those there. Just pop the little ball tool in the centre just to get these popping up. And then we've got the cut-out ones. So I've just done 4 layers on this one.
Yeah.
So again, I'm just going to do it with my fingers because you don't want to do too much with this. With it being the mirror board, it's, you know, it's easy to do. And again, if you've not got ball tools or anything like that, we've always got our hands and fingers, haven't we? So
yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter, does it? You can always shape them in that sense anyway.
That's right, yeah, or fold them or whatever, you know. If anybody's starting out, think, oh, I need this and I need that, you know, it's, you will do eventually, don't get me wrong, you will do, but just as a starter, you don't need it straight away. Right, so again, just pop these into here. You can see how nice that looks in the gold
so
now.
Pretty, isn't it?
There we go. Just pop that into there. And then, oops, and then we've got the solid ones. It's flicking everywhere. Oh, dear me. And then I'm just going to do the same with this, just a little bit of on the edge there. Just twist it a little bit because we don't want this to crack or anything, you know, with the mirror board. Just do that like that. And then these are going to just be the single ones on the edge.
Brilliant.
Okay. Again, you could do that as and when you want. You know, you can. I know a lot of people do make flowers like all day, and then they've got the things there ready for when they want them. Right. So now we're just going to get this all on the card. So now we've got our base here in the centre to put our flowers on. Okay. Oops. And obviously that thistle is so nice just to as a base, you know.
Yeah.
So get those on to there. And then let's just get this one ball tool in there just to bring it up a little bit.
Perfect.
So. And then we will have quite a bit of foliage as well to put on.
Just lovely though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That much, I think.
That's it. And I think, same as I say, you can build as much or as little as you want with these. So this time I've gone for like the mushroom card, which is in one of the collections coming later, and also the chocolate card. So we've got a bit of variation on here for the colours. So we just pop these into here. So we've got the slightly larger ones there. And we've got 2 smaller ones that's just going to layer in there as well.
Yeah.
Pop him in there. Now, if you're doing this, just be careful that you don't stick it here. You need to stick it into that bit.
You've done all that work and then it's
yeah, I know, no. Yeah. We've all been there, we've all done that. Think, oh no, how did I fall for that? So just pop those into there. And then I'm just going to pop these other two in the centre there, but under that gold.
Lovely.
And then we've got the gold berry ones, just to pop in. So as I say, just fill this out as much or as little as you want.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've just got these two little ones. This is the smaller ones of the two in here. So we're just going to pop those on top, just to bring that gold in again. Okay, so we'll just have those there. And then we have got our pine cones. So I've got, these are the middle size and the small ones here. Yeah. So let's just get these on. And I'm going to put a couple of these as well onto the sentiment. You know, the small ones. Yes. Yeah. So that'll just make a little bit of accent on there as well. I'll just get a bit of that off of there. You don't have to layer these up if you don't want to. You know, you can use them individual, either a solid one or a detailed one.
I've just popped your glue on the screen as well, so you get a set of 3 for £7.99.
Yeah.
Is this a glue that you'd always use?
Yes, we use this for whatever we're using, whether it be MDF. We use it obviously on our MDF. Sticking papers, obviously if I was at home I would stick my papers on with this. It's just a time thing that I use the hot glue. Right, so let me just think. I think I've got one of these. I'm just going to snip those off because I want it just to go onto that sentiment which I'd forgot about. Yeah. So we'll just pop these up here. So you can snip these in as well. You know, your snipability on those are amazing. So then the two small pine cones, just going to pop onto here. So that's just a little, again, you know, you could use this just as the focal point on your card. Yeah. You know, your recipe and just something like that. Yeah. And, you know, it's a nice topper. Yeah. Right, these, we're just going to pop these in here this time.
I just love the colours on this.
Oh, I know. It's, you know, you just used to, well, I used to think, oh, brown for Christmas. But it is very, very in, you know, the vintage look, isn't it? Right, so let's just get that one on as well. And then we just need some pearls. And this time I'm going for the brown ones, which are in the other collection, which will be coming up later. So I'm going to go for the darkish brown ones on here. So we can just get some of these in
pop that on.
And just pop a large one in there, I think. Or we best put one in those ones as well, don't we? And then we will just have 3 down there. Right, so the pickup tool again, which is really amazing. It's an amazing thing.
Just that little bit of just like the sort of wax tip, isn't it?
I know,
makes it so easy.
It does. And it's not just for your gem, you know, these pearls or anything. I have picked like sequins up and things like that, and we did do a daisy collection in the middle of the daisy, even though it's in paper. Just pick that up and it's fine.
So good.
Right, let's just get that one onto there then. So we'll let a slightly larger one there. Yeah. And then we'll put 3 down here. And then I think we're done.
Oh, it's perfect.
I think.
Beautiful.
Yep. So there we go. Yeah. So that's the one we've just done, and that's the original.
So good. Look at that. Wow. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. They are both so amazing and so different.
Yeah.
Just to give you a quick look then at the pearls. So we have got, we'll come to the tool in a second, but this pearl box is your festive pearl box that we've got. The colours in this are just remarkable, aren't they?
Yeah. And the white and the blue in that collection are what we call AB. So you've got more of a sparkle in those.
Ah, yes.
They all come in little bags like that. And then when you put them into your container, the container itself is going to keep the separate because you've got that like little seal there.
Yeah.
So when you've got them all like that, they're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. Because they're all literally in their little compartments. And like we were saying there, there's almost iridescence that's actually dancing off of these two. And then you've got the vivid deep reds, the kind of burgundies, the lighter reds, greens as well. So every colour I think that you'd actually use for Christmas. How much is actually in this one? Do you know?
I'm not sure in that one. Do you remember it?
A lot.
Let's have a look. Does it?
Oh yeah, look, contains approx
500 of the big one. This is of each colour. 500 of the big one, 250 of the medium one, and 200. So that's
950 per row.
Each colour, yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So not far off 5,000, is it?
No.
Yeah.
So almost, oh gosh, that is going to go a long, long way. And that's for £20, almost 5,000 of your pearls that you can actually see here. And in terms of any of your Christmas cards, I mean, you've seen it on those two as well, just the way that they just add this beautiful extra addition. Have a little look just at this one that we made a moment ago and just look how they just work so well to kind of bring something extra. And you can see that lovely amount of light that's dancing off the surface of these. And you can put these onto any of your, obviously onto any of your cards as well as your boxes, your gift tags, you know, bookmarks, everything like that. Beautiful, beautiful colours that we've got there. Now, I know a lot of you are asking about that pearl pickup tool as well. This is just, I think it's a game changer.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we used to use our tweezers, which is fine, and we got into the knack of just picking them up, but a lot of people didn't, and they're just like flirting them everywhere. And you just think, oh, that's another one on the floor. That's another one on the floor. With this, you won't get that because you literally pick it up and pop it down.
It's just a wax tip, isn't it? It just allows you to kind of...
something simple, but it does make life so much easier.
It does. It literally just kind of picks it up. You can flick it over with this tool as well. You can get it into the right position. It works with seed beads as well, doesn't it, I think?
Oh, yes, I think it will do, yes.
I'm sure that we were trying that before. I imagine you could work with this with gemstones as well. There'd be so much that you can do with
That's
this.
right, yeah.
But I'm still a little bit gobsmacked it's $5.99. I have to say, because it's one of those tools, when we used it on the first show that we did together, and I thought, why wouldn't you use this now going forward? Because why, you know, when you're trying to use your fingers and you ping them off and you literally everything ends up on the floor and then you're like scuttling around, and this, you just go, no, it's easy. I can get it exactly where I want as well. It's not kind of stuck in the wrong place or anything like that. It is absolutely brilliant. £5.99. Also looks beautiful, and that's the other thing with this.
Also on the other end, you have got the bit that you can move your pearls around. You know, if you're not quite in the centre or whatever, you just move it with that. So that's your precision pointer as well.
So clever, isn't it? To have that precision, to then have this that is just going to put them all into place as well. A lot of people multi-buying on this. It's a great one, again, for a Christmas gift. You know, if you were thinking of a Secret Santa or something like that, you know, a crafter.
And if they've already got one, it doesn't matter because you can have another one. You take one in your bag wherever you're going out if you're crafting, and also have one at home so you're not like thinking, oh, where's that? I need that now.
It's so true. Leave one in your car even, and then you've always got something if you're off to do like a little craft project or you go on a staycation. But yes, £5.99, and if you can, get these as well. So hold the lines on those. These are, of course, the beautiful festive colours, and then this here is £5.99, so £26 for all of them. Now, a lot of you are asking to have another look at the early bird. Good morning. If you have only just joined us, it's absolutely lovely to see you. I know we have people kind of joining us all throughout the show on the morning show. This is a brilliant early bird. Now, I know how much you all love the postage stamp kind of look. So you've got your die with this. You've then got 6 of your stamps that we can see as well. And we've seen these already, you using it with the holly, just fitting perfectly into that die.
Yeah, it is truly an amazing. It's probably the smallest set we've done, but it is so useful.
It is. And obviously you can use them separately as well. You could just stamp. You could use this postage stamp on your own if you wanted to kind of do initials in it or anything.
That's what I was just going to say. If you've got an alphabet stamp or anything like that, just put your initials in, or even just write it in yourself.
Yeah, doesn't matter, does it? No, and then you can sort of personalise each of your kind of bits that you're doing also. But again, £4.99. I mean, when you're thinking you've got 7 elements in this, a die and a stamp, and we're right down to this price. It's brilliant. Hello, just had a message come through from Claire. Good morning. Hope you are all okay. Just on my way to work, listening to you in the car. Ah, I love Claire and Jasper. That's good.
Jasper's the little bunny.
Is it the bunny?
Yes. He came to a class we had on Saturday, and
what a lovely name for a bunny, isn't it?
We always say when Claire wants something, Claire Jasper's mum.
You do that, don't you, with different things? That's who it is. That's clever to listen to it in the car, I'm thinking as well. I forgot that you could do that kind of through your speakers with your phones now. Very good.
Yeah.
Oh, good morning, Claire. Have a lovely, lovely day. So £5 for this. Now, the recipe stamps as well that we gave you a little bit of a look at on that demo. Now, these are brilliant. These have got just such lovely, lovely wordings that we've actually getting to see with these as well. So you are going to get a real mix of stamps that you can actually get within this. Obviously, we saw that just there, and they're actually really sort of personal in terms of what we can see with this. So it's not like real recipes, no, it's like a sprinkle of sparkle, it's a sprinkle of happiness. It's all of those beautiful, beautiful words that we can actually see that are coming out of this as well. So a fantastic opportunity to get this. Recipe of winter, 3 teaspoons of happiness, 2 helpings of sparkle, 4 large icicles, a dusting of snow falling outside, and countless nights by the fire that give such delight. I mean, isn't that just lovely? Then we've got deck the halls. Start with a beautiful Christmas tree and a mass of coloured tinsel sprinkled with festive glee. Then 200 glass baubles in every shape and size, and finally 2 strings of twinkling fairy lights. You've also got a separate Happy Christmas one. You've got recipe of Santa's workshops, a bundle of Christmas elves, 3 helpings of wrapping paper, a sprinkling of festive glee, 5 heap teaspoons of Christmas gifts, 8 reindeers to pull Santa's sleigh to help deliver presents in time for Christmas Day. And the Christmas Eve. I love Christmas Eve boxes. You could literally pop this on top of there, couldn't you?
You could, yeah.
2 cups of excitement, a dish of warm mince pies, a helping of family, 3 teaspoons of magic, and a couple of eyes squeezed tight, waiting for Santa to arrive. They are beautiful, the words actually in those. I love Christmas as well. Gets me excited already.
Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it? So that's that one for you there. We've then got the large sentiment stamp set as well. I do feel that if you are looking for Christmas sentiments, I honestly think this is it. This is all you need. It's got everything. Remember as well that there are 2 of each size, so you are getting a really large size, and then even the smaller size, I still think it's really sizable, isn't it?
That's right. They're not tiny ones.
No, they're amazing.
So you know, even the smaller one, you could use it as a focal point of your card.
And just covering kind of everything in terms of wording that you'd want, from jingle bells, just the happy Christmas, your happy holidays, your season's greetings, winter wishes, thinking of you. So lots and lots of different sentiments, but absolutely full, jam-packed. And I love it when that happens. No wasted space, making sure that everybody at home gets as much as you can. So that one's £12.99. Quick recap as well on the snowflakes that we've got just here. So you can see actually with this, just the amount of different snowflakes that you're going to actually get to create from this, which is just magical. The stars that come with this as well.
Yeah, so obviously if you've got a tree stamp or anything like that, just pop that on the front.
Yeah.
And also that star in your postage stamp would look good as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And that's where they just mix and match so perfectly, because as we were saying, if you got this and you were thinking, well, I want a star in the postage stamp, well, then use this set and then use it alongside the early bird deal, which again, £4.99 for that. So they all kind of really work just beautifully together with so many of these. But £7.99 for a multitude of snowflakes, all different sizes, different designs, and your stars as well, which is just gorgeous. Well done with that. Quick recap of the paper pads. We've still got the Thistle to come as well, which I'm looking forward to. Brand new today. But just to give you a quick look through these paper pads that we've been using. Now, you are getting 2, okay? You're getting both of these, not just one, £5.50 a pad. Now, normally these sell for £8.99, so there is a fabulous, fabulous saving on these. We should be looking at just under £18, double-sided paper pads, 120 GSM, so really great quality, and you're getting 48 of your double-sided design papers that are all 8 by 8 in size as well. Beautiful kind of scripture, lovely sentiments that we've got, gorgeous colours that are coming out of all of these. And then on top of that, how about this one, which is more of sort of like your icicle type colours, your blues, your greens that we're seeing. You've got your trees, you've got your snowflakes, you've got your polka dots. For me, on paper pads, I always just think, I love double-sided for many respects of being able to see the other side, but I always think, gosh, I'm wasting one of them. And that, I mean, look at that. You could use that any season, couldn't you? It really could be sort of water-inspired as well. This one, magical, magical, magical. Taking you to Switzerland or to Norway or to anywhere that you'd like to dream about going. So both of those stunning paper pads, and they are £5.50 each for you to be able to actually take advantage and get those. So well done at that. Now, should we talk about this, which is brand new, just before we kind of come across to Hayley? Yeah. Now, if people were sitting there and they were going, so what is this? How would you sort of describe it?
The name for it is Thistle or Sisal, whichever way you want to say it, but it's some sort of fibre, I would say.
Yeah.
And this lot, what we've got here, is quite a silky one. So it's really is nice. And I've just got the grey here because I was going to do this card. But, you know, you've got all your different colours in there that you would possibly want, really. You've got that lovely red. That is really a Christmas red, isn't it?
Isn't it just?
Yeah.
And it's a natural fibre as well, kind of usually made from leaves, plants, things like that.
Yes.
So you could use this, I suppose, for your floral arrangements like we've seen on your cards, but you could use it on any craft projects. I mean, MDF, you could use it.
We use it a lot on the MDF, and it is just, we tend to use it as a base for our flowers.
Yes.
But obviously you can use it in all different ways. You could twist it and make it a bit like a bow if you wanted to, and stuff like that. Be lovely. And then obviously that lovely teal colour and the purple.
Wow.
Oh, I don't know which is my favourite.
I know you can't decide, can you? So from reds to almost like the beautiful turquoises, you've got purples, we've got the brown that will come. You're getting all these, by the way. You've got the beige that we can see, you've got black, you've got grey, you've got the sort of orange, sort of burnt oranges, you've got the pinks. So we're talking 9 different colours. It is brand new today. Now, we always say, of course, when we bring something brand new, we do those launch prices, always the best time to buy it. We can't guarantee the same prices going forward. Under £20. I mean, that makes it £2.22 a pack. And as you were seeing in some of those demos, you only need the tiniest bit and it goes really far, doesn't it?
That's right. I think the 20-gram bags.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a lot because you just think, wow, that would last you for, well, no, I'm not going to say forever, but a long, long time. And simply you say you only need a little bit, like the bit that I was going to put on here, and that's really extravagant. You know, it's
nothing. Is it compared to what's there?
It's nothing there, is it?
Yeah. And you can you can see it just on this card as well, just how little has sort of been used on there, but just how lovely it looks as you can kind of experience, look, just under this as well. I'm thinking as well, you know, if you did sort of like the sort of away in a manger type of cards as well, you can have it, you know, sort of in those barns or...
Last time we was on, we had the nativity set.
Yes, you're perfect for that, isn't it?
Isn't it just,
Yes. There's just so much. You're going to be so inspired when you get this home. If you do sort of make little campsites, little camper kind of inspired pieces as well, it'd look lovely. And all of those colours, brand new, launch price today at £20. Do keep on coming through. I know lots and lots and lots of you are taking advantage of this tool. Get it while you can at £5.99. We're going to be back with Hayley in a moment with some more amazing demos. And if you know me, you will know that my favourite flower of all is the sunflower, and we've got something with that in that is coming up next. Thanks so much for this show. Back with Hayley in a mo.
Hobbymaker are proud to work alongside some of the biggest brands in the industry. Keep watching for these brands and many more here on Hobbymaker.
Hi, I'm Sarah Davies and I'm the founder of Crafters Companion. Also, one of my hobbies that I do in my spare time is a little bit of investing in other businesses. So you might recognise me as one of the dragons on Dragon's Den. I started Crafters Companion back in my university bedroom when I was just turned 21, and we design and develop and bring to market products for the papercraft community. So everyone who's into card making, I'd like to think that we are at the cutting edge of all the latest trends, the fabulous designs are out there, and we are researching the market, making the products that customers really want and need, and then bringing them to market, not here in the UK, but all over the world. So for me, Hobby Maker is so different to any other craft shopping channel I've ever worked with from anywhere in the world. The fact that you can do the falling price auctions, the fact that you can have the fixed price shipping for the day, the fact that all of your call centres are based here in the UK and you can offer an elevated customer experience is really all the things that really I know matter to our customers. So for you to be able to offer all of this and give me a platform as a manufacturer of amazing craft products to bring them to the UK market, I just feel like it's a match made in heaven.
Here at Hobby Maker, we love seeing what you've been making, and it's our job to keep you inspired. So how does a £100 credit to your Hobby Maker account sound? Every month, we're going to be giving away a £100 credit to one lucky Hobby Maker's account. And all you have to do to enter is simply send a photo of your craft you makes to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. We will be picking one winner each month at random, and we'll announce the lucky winner on air in the 5 PM show on the last Saturday of every month. So what are you waiting for? Get crafting, get motivated, and get inspired with Hobby Maker.
Let's do it. Gin. I love Australia, but Turkey. Cow Canning Turkey. I need to go back. It's my heartbeat. A cat. I love my cats. Sleep all day, get looked after, get fed, go to sleep again, get snuggles, go to sleep again, eat again. Cat. Never seen The Godfather. Night in, because I'm old. Pyjamas, big glass of gin, cats, husband, night in. Torn, Natalie and Bruglia.
You give us that one?
No, can't do it. I'm torn, I'm already. No, can't even do that again. I can't even do that. That's horrendous.
It couldn't be easier to watch Hobby Maker. You can join us on Sky, Freeview, on our website or on YouTube, so you can watch at home or on the go.
Okay, we had a quick zhuzh across the studio there. Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, fine, thanks. Are you?
Yes, really good, thank you. I said to you before, I just love your dress, and I feel like it's quite matched for the collection as well.
Do you know what? It actually is, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like
we both did that this morning. I was like, oh, I love your dress. You were like, oh, I love your dress.
Should have swapped. We'll be like, let's borrow each other's for the next show. And also, we realised that our producer, she's dressed the same as the presenter on Gems.
Oh, is she?
And they literally, it's Derek, and it literally just turned up, and they were like, we've coordinated it.
This is awkward.
Yeah, at least they're not working together. That's always better. Now, we've got so much more that is coming up for you as well. Let me just move that out of your way. Now, I am so excited about this collection because when you first launched this, which was, I think, back in May, so a little while ago, it sold out within a matter of minutes. It was gone, all of it. We've managed to get it back in stock because there's been so many of you that have been messaging in saying, can we see it again? Yes, today. I love sunflowers.
Oh, same. Every time my mum sees them in the shops, she says, I bought you some sunflowers. So at the moment, it's just they're everywhere in our house. I love them. Yeah, they're my favourite.
They are mine as well.
Yeah.
I think they're the happiest of anything that you see.
They're so bright, aren't they? And they just stand so tall.
Yeah, exactly.
Proud.
Now, I am going to give you a look at what you can get as well, because you're going to get a huge amount actually with these. Now, you can see it's everything that's just there is going to come with you. It includes the cardstock at the front as well. I mean, that's just brilliant, isn't it? To get in the image pads, the sentiment pads, the paper pads, and the cardstock as well. They're very much vintage sort of designs, I feel. And
yes.
I'll show you a few of these designs. I mean, I feel with them you could literally just pop this straight on a card and it'd be ready to go.
Yeah, that was kind of the point with it, because a lot of the time people will say to us, oh, I'm not really sure how to build up a background. I don't have the script stamp. I've not got all the little bits and bobs. So I just thought, if I design the background for you, you've not got to think about it. So like you say, you can just stick it straight on a card, but they're uncoated as well. So if you do want to stamp on the top and you do want to put your inks on, you can do that for yourself as well.
So good, isn't it, to actually have that sort of choice that you know want to do as well. And this one as well, sending happy thoughts. I mean, it's just lovely. It feels almost like a better way of being able to sort of send a bunch of flowers that's going to last forever if you made this into a design.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. And obviously, even though they're flat, you can then build up the flowers yourself. So you could decoupage them, you could add 3D flowers on the top if you want.
Yeah.
Plus the sentiments, I think, we've got 2 larger ones, so they can again be a focal point on your card if you want. Plus then you have got all the little ones, so just to embellish your cards really and just add a little message on there.
Yeah, and these ones are just lovely as well, where you can actually just kind of cut out the different bits that you want. Dear friend, lots of love, happy birthday, thinking of you. So like you say, the large sentiments and the smaller ones are all going to be coming to you. Beautiful font as well, as you know, all of your stuff is always so well thought out in terms of the look of it.
We try and think about it. Sometimes it doesn't work, but then again, who does all the time? And we have tried to position them as well. So if you use one side and you chop into it, you're still going to have the reverse of another sentiment without chopping into another. So you can actually get quite a bit out of that if you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think of the amount of toppers you've got, you can make 60 cards.
Oh, yeah.
Easily, and that's not using decoupage or anything like that, but if you chopped into them, use your sentiments as a topper as well, you're going to get so much more than that out of this.
That is a huge amount, isn't it? When you're thinking from one collection, you could actually make 60 cards out of all of those, and you can buy and sell with yourself.
Absolutely.
You're happy with that, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So anything you make and sell, we're quite happy, whether it's for you, for charity, anything like that.
Just beautiful. And then you've got your larger sheets, of course, that are coming to you as well. And once again, they are double-sided, so you've got that really, really beautiful look of, you know, it's very much which side do you want to use, isn't it?
I know, same old.
It's just fabulous, the colours that we're seeing. I mean, you can just imagine kind of layering that one up, for example.
Yeah, that's it. You could just fussy cut into some of the flowers, maybe tuck one of your images in there. Yeah, you can do so much with it, but also it is simple as well. If you're just starting out, you've got everything you need here. Just add your glue if you want some embellishments, and then you can get card making straight away.
I would actually frame some of these. I honestly feel like, you know, imagine framing that, putting it just onto the kitchen wall, and then that's so different. Once again, that's actually going to come with that, and then you've got your polka dots that we can see here, and then the scripture as well, which is always just such a gorgeous, gorgeous background. Plus, how about 3 different colours of cardstock that will come to you as well. Great sort of quality that you can feel actually on this, real thickness to it.
So your chocolate brown is 300 GSM and the other 2 are 240. So you can use it for card bases, but we tend to use it for layering. If you've just got your card bases at home, that's just a great, it colour matches as well, you know, so that was the colours Mum was using for Christmas, but it can be every day
but it sort of works straight across. So much with this. The opportunity to, of course, make up to 60 cards. Now, I can't wait for you to see this price as well, because you've just seen how much you are actually getting with this. It is a complete card kit, you know, from start to finish. Like you say, just get some glue and you're ready to go. Get your scissors out, you know, the cupboard, and you can make all of these. $27.99 for all of that. I mean, no wonder it sold out so quickly when you first launched it.
If you think that, though, 60 cards, that's less than 50p a card.
You're not going to sell them for 50p, are you?
You could try.
I mean, if you want to, but why would you?
You don't need to.
No, exactly. You're just not going to do that. And so the actual return that you could potentially make on something like this is massive, isn't it?
Absolutely. And it is just card and paper at the end of the day, so you haven't got to add too much into it if you don't want to.
But I think it is. I think it's just the way that you've got those beautiful different sizes, like we were saying, of kind of the toppers that you see in there, the way that you could actually use these, and then the sentiments that you're getting, from the large sentiments to the smaller sentiments. Layer them up, you know, have them separately. It's absolutely up to you. Should we have a little look at a demo?
Yes, we can do. Right, so we're going to use that collection first then. So
perfect.
we're going to make this card. So I'm actually going to use it with the wellies image. So obviously you could just change it up. You could do batch making sort of thing like this sort of style, just change your image. But also if you don't put flowers on it, you can also then just make them for men's cards.
Yes.
You know, the imagery does lend itself with the browns in there. You can just tweak that to a male card.
Definitely.
Right, so first off then, I've just trimmed down, it was a 7x7 card and I've trimmed it to about, I would say 5 inches tall. And then we've just got one of these script backing papers here. So just to highlight the edges, just to make it a little bit more dingy, I'm just going to add a little bit of some of our dinky inkies around the edge. So you can use your distress inks if you prefer, or if you've got these dinky inkies, just anything to feather those edges and just tone it down a little bit. So we're just going to go all the way around. I'm not going too far in, just to add a little bit of colour, just so it's not as stark and blunt on the card.
Lovely.
So then this is going to pop onto here. So we'll just grab, I'm just using the Go-To glue.
Yeah, brilliant, that's available.
So then you can obviously use double-sided tape if you prefer, but it is just personal preference really. So we can pop this just onto here. And then I have got a torn piece that I just started doing at home. So sometimes I'm quite a lazy crafter.
Right.
So if I've not got my trimmer to hand, I'll just tear things and just go, oh, well, this is a torn card then, that's fine. So I've just torn this and I'm just popping this just along the centre. So with my layer, it is slightly smaller than the card base, but this I'm going right to the edges. Just for just a little bit of difference, really.
Yeah.
It's completely up to you. If you want it all straight and in line, then that's fine for whatever you prefer.
I like it like that.
Yeah, I think it's just nice to have a play sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work, but sometimes it's a nice surprise, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then just while we've not stuck that all the way down, I'm just picking these edges up a little bit, just so we've got a bit of a torn effect showing there. And you can really see just the layer on the card.
Yeah, that's nice.
So then I've just got, it's just a circle and I've just embossed it with one of our embossing folders. And again, I'm just going to pick this up just around the edge, just to add that little feathering of colour again. So just going to go all the way around. So you could use any of your Crafter's Companion staples, your essential dyes, things like that. It is just a normal circle that I've used and then just an embossing folder.
Yeah.
So I popped foam on the back just because we've lifted these pieces up, so I just want to make sure it's going to stick above and below without flattening too much of that. So we can pop that to the side here. And then we're going to add our image on. So I've just fussy cut out the wellies.
Okay.
So with the images, you do get kind of a shadow around them. So I've kind of feathered that on the image. So you can just then sort of follow that and just roughly cut around the edge.
Yeah.
And just get it's a kind of an even edge to it, but it doesn't really matter if it's not. It is handmade at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's lovely.
So I'm just going to double pad this in the centre, just so that then it's a little bit more raised.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I'll triple pad it because this is only 1 mil thick, I think, or 2 mil, so it's not too deep. So I'll just add a little bit more into there, and then I'm just going to add glue just to the sides, so that then that's going to be stuck down as well, but raised into the centre. A little bit like decoupage, but without added layers. So we can just pop that then down onto here.
That's so pretty.
So then if you really wanted to, you could just pop a sentiment on there and then maybe some pearls, and that'd be a great mail card, wouldn't it? You know, without adding these flowers on. But we're going to make these flowers now. So we've got the sentiment again, chopped it from the pad, so you've got everything you need in there. And just using, these are the Ditsy stitches which are on the show. So I've got 3 that have been cut out in one of the papers and then 2 in the polka dot there.
Okay.
So I'm just going to rotate them around, make sure they're all in the same position, and then I'm just concertina folding them, the petals. So it's into about 3 or 4 little concertina folds in there, just to get that nice frill. So we can just keep going around there, and I'm doing all 3 at once because they don't need to be precise or anything like that. But if you do prefer to do one at a time, then obviously that is completely up to you.
Yeah.
So we've got those 3 there, so I'm just going to separate those out. And then we'll bring in our flower mat.
Yep.
So I'm just going to use the ball tools as well on the back of these spotty ones before we start layering these up. I'm just going
Yeah, it's
all the way
really
around.
the vultures. It's just the way that the shape changes.
Yeah.
Them, isn't it?
That's it, and it really does just lift those petals up. So I'll pop into the centre there. So then I'm just going to grab the hot glue. So these I'm going to offset the petals.
Yeah.
If we get a little bit of hot glue out.
Yeah.
So if we offset those petals, as you press in, the petals again on the bottom layer usually lift up a little bit, so you can just tease those back down to get that added shape if you want to. So then take that off the mat there, and then we have got these three. So I'm just going to offset the next one up and then try and find a space almost for the third layer to go in so that it looks really nice and full. Then I think we'll probably go for roughly the same place as the original layer.
Yeah.
And then just offset that into there. And then as we push in the middle, that's just going to pick that up and really lift those petals there. So we've got a gorgeous 3D flower then.
Yeah, gorgeous, isn't it?
So then we can add some pearls in the centre of that, or if you prefer your stamens, you can do that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So then I've just got a little bit of the golden thistle.
Nice,
Bringing the wrong card in there. I'm not going to stick them on that, am I? So all I've done is I've just tied myself a little knot in the middle there.
That's a good idea.
So if you are thinking, oh, I can't stick all that down properly, you can just tie yourself a little knot, twist it round, and then pop a little bit of glue on there as well. But that is the amount that I would tend to use. You can use more, it's completely up to you. But I just find sometimes if I go too mad with the thistle, it's just a bit too airy-fairy and you can't really just make it look neat almost. Right, so then we can add on one of these flowers as well. So I'm just going to pop that just over where that little knot was. And then the second one below as well. Yeah. Just onto there. And then we can pop in some of the moss as well. So I've just got some of the brown.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah. And it's quite foamy almost in the bag. And it's almost like it's got a bit of water in it because it's quite damp feeling almost, but it's not.
And it's very different, the moss, to the Thistle that we saw, isn't it? You know,
yeah,
so
that's
different
it.
in texture and look.
Yeah, we released some mermaid MDF themed things, and this is perfect for coral.
Yes.
You know, in all the colours you get, if you think the pinks, the blues, the lilacs, and you do
like
that,
just amazing, isn't it?
And you do that as coral, and if you're doing something under the sea, it's gorgeous. And again, the thistle for that is really nice as well. Yeah. So just popped the little bits of moss in there as well. Yeah. Just going to trim off a couple of bits of thistle or sisal, depending on how you want to say it. Yeah. And then I'm just going to add on my sentiment, you're my favourite. Yes. And then we can add on the pearls. Tuck that under there.
Oh,
so I'm
gorgeous.
Going to go with the oranges. Yeah. So I'm going to use all three of the colours. So we're just going to pop a little rainbow in the three corners there. Yeah. So I'm just going to use my glue just to add the three little dots just into the corner there and down here. And then we'll pop them in the centre of the flowers as well. Then we can just grab our pick-up tool. Just pop a couple of these pearls out. So you can flick them over with your fingers or with your tool if you prefer. It's completely up to you. And then I'm just going to take these ones, and these are going to go on the outside glue dot. That was perfect position in there as it dropped off. Oh, come on. I think I've got a little bit of glue or a mark on the end of there. Just wasn't catching.
So just give it a wipe and it will.
Yeah, that's it. And you can obviously give them a little bit of a wipe with a baby wipe if you're finding you're not getting the stick. So then we're just going for the second colour orange there. And two little yellows as well.
Don't forget that tool is already available on the website, £5.99. I'm still amazed by that.
Yeah, it has been a life changer for me. Well, a life changer.
But it is, well, basically.
Game changer is probably a bit better of a word.
Life changer.
That was a bit of a claim, isn't it?
A lot of time, so
it has,
life changer. Hours of your day not kind of searching for pearls anymore.
That's it. I mean, I used to do it with my fingers, and sometimes people would email into shows and be like, how do you possibly do that with your fingers?
Oh, look at that.
But there we go.
Oh, isn't that just awesome?
And then if you're batch making on your stand, you can use all the different images and you've not got to do too much work to it.
No. And what's so amazing actually about this as well is it's anything. This is not summer, not Christmas, not winter.
No.
This is is something that you could use for every occasion, for birthdays, for get well wishes, for sympathy cards.
Yeah.
You know, it would work for everything, wouldn't it? It's just such a happy, kind of beautiful and gorgeous sentiment with the, you know, with the colours that have kind of been used across the whole collection.
Yeah, that's it. And like I say, the browns, they're always a staple for me. I always go to browns. Yeah.
So that is there, obviously £5.99, which you've got there and available for you if you want to get that tool. Lots of you taking advantage of that. And remember, that whole collection is there and available for you as well, where you're getting a huge, huge amount out of this also. I mean, it's amazing that you are getting, you know, 48 of the designer papers. You're getting 6 of each of the designs of the smaller toppers as well. 6 of the designs, 5 of each of the sentiments also. And then the larger toppers, 6 of those designs and 5 of each as well. So there's 30, 60, 90, I mean, when you're thinking about it, 90 sheets across those, 48 designer papers on top of that, and then on top of that, you're getting all your cardstock as well, so a huge amount for less than £30. Right, so the Ditzy stitches, which you were just using just there, so that's these that we've got just there. And you can see this is a duo, so you're getting your stamp and your die duo that you can see with these as well. So 11 stamps, 11 matching dies also. It's the way that those flowers came together as well, so beautifully and so perfectly from using this.
Yeah, especially with the frilly edge on these, they really do lend themselves to the concertina folding because it really does fill it out then. And the little stitching marks on there as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's so cute, and you don't have to add that stitching in yourself, but you do also get some without stitching, so it's not like you have to have them on there if you don't want to.
You've got the option really with that. You can see a couple of those that have been used obviously with this. Got this collection coming up for you shortly as well. Another sample that I can just share with you just there as well. I mean, they're just beautiful. You could use these across any of your cards. Usually £32.99, so another extra saving that we've done on that one for you as well. And happy morning, you know, happy kind of beginning of the week, happy Tuesday, for you to be able to get all of these amazing, amazing deals with that also. So well done. Now, the pearls, let's come to this, like it's like the ultimate collection.
It really is, yeah.
So many. I mean, we were saying with the other one how much you're getting, but again, you are getting a vast, vast amount. And okay, this is 7,200 pearls. That is what you're going to get. 6 boxes of pearls as well that you're getting there. 1,200 pearls per box. And you've got from the beautiful oranges to the yellows that you were using there. We've then got the vivid deep pinks to the lighter pinks. They're going across all of those tones, the purples, the lilacs. You've then got your deep vivid blues, almost your sapphires, coming across to your turquoises, your teals, then your greens and all of those colours from your jade tones to your minty sort of fresh tones. And then on top of that, look how glamorous they are, where you're getting that lovely opportunity for almost sort of mochas that we're seeing, purple flashes. Now these, I remember we did the new launch of these, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
They were so popular.
Yeah, we sold out, didn't we?
Yeah, they were gone. Again, got a collection back in that we sold out of, these we sold out of. And I think it's because within this collection, you've got everything. You've got every colour that I think you could possibly sort of dream about wanting. And £7,200, I'm sort of imagining how many how many projects you're going to be using.
Yeah.
It's going to last you probably years.
Well, yeah, I mean, that last card, I put 6, 7, 8 on there, and most of the time, I'll probably put, between 8 and 10. So if you think, that's
7,200, I mean...
You're making 20 cards at
lot
least.
Of cards. Yes, you can batch make by using these. Now, that, if you were buying these as individual boxes, that would be your price that you saw on the screen. But instead, of course, we are going to go right down with £20 back in your pocket to be able to get these. So, I mean, what does that make that? I'm thinking per pearl. It's going to be like 0.0, I don't know, my maths is not good enough, but it's going to be the most unbelievable low price for 7,200 pearls. And yet, use 8 on your cards and you're looking at 900 cards.
Yeah.
900
exactly,
cards.
yeah.
Gift them to your friends, share them out. That's what I would be saying.
But you don't mind putting them on then, do you? When you think about how affordable they are to use, you don't think, oh, I'm not putting that on for that person. You're just like, oh, put the pearls on. Do it.
These 0.0005. I think that's what it comes up on the calculator. So, I mean, you're looking at less than half a p or less than half. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy deal.
Yeah, that's it. And if you get maybe get the moss or the sisal as well, like you have got colours that match across the board.
Yes.
So it is really nice to colour coordinate.
That's what's so lovely. It is. It's with all of the different collections. And don't forget, if you're getting these, to get your tool as well. Because remember, when you get these out and you're kind of popping them like that, and then you suddenly go, oh no, oh, you know, I need to turn them over. Don't you worry, because you've got your little tool just there. You can flip them. You then can use this tool to obviously just get them, pick them up, as you can see, so easily, and just pop them exactly where you want. It is so thought out, this, and honestly, if you want to batch make, the time it will save you.
Yeah.
And time is money.
Of course
in essence,
it is.
if you're selling on or making bits, it's brilliant. Half the stock has gone now of the ultimate pearls, so do make sure you're getting involved as quickly as you can. Amazing deal for that sort of price. Now, the moss as well, if you've got that, that's the sale that we saw, and then you want the moss, I'd kind of work with them together like you did. I like that.
That's it. You can really build up your arrangements with it, and it does add that natural sort of dried feel. Like,
it does, doesn't it?
It almost looks like your flowers aren't paper flowers then. It's like you've made the whole arrangement and you've really filled it out. Like when you get a bunch of flowers, it's not just 3 flowers stuck in a box, is it? It's all the gypsophilia and all the bits as well.
Exactly.
And that really does, for me, it makes it look a lot more realistic on your cards.
And it brings that sort of 3D sort of look and element out.
Yeah, it just really carries it on, doesn't it?
There's the amount of colours again. I mean, from the corals to the sort of beiges to the black, the brown. You know, we've got the beautiful beiges. You've got pinks that are in this. You've got blues. You've got different tones of greens. You've also got that kind of vivid deep pink and underwater kind of themes as well, like you were saying. Yeah. It's just fantastic for that. Whether you know you're sort of working on your cards, whether you're working on your boxes, whether you're working on your tags, it's a brilliant one. My little boy is obsessed with sharks. His whole room is sharks. So I'm sort of picturing if he was making something like this, it'd really work on those. So all different. Yeah, literally Laura's like, why has he got sharks everywhere? I took him, right, to the shop and I was like, when we moved house, I'd got my whole plan of his bedroom. It's going to be lovely. He would not let go of the sharks and he was carrying like the pillowcase around. It's so dark. And you're like, oh, okay. There you go. It would look much better if I had this moss there. I'm like, can I use some of this to create? Let's do something a bit different, Bowie. Now, 10 colours, 10 grams in each of these. And again, you saw on that card how little you actually need of this because it almost stretches out, doesn't it, when you get it?
That's it. I used a tiny little bit and like you say, you can just sort of ease it out and really make it look as big or as little as you want to with it.
Yeah. $1.99 a bag as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just amazing. It's really, honestly, if you haven't used this as well, I love the feel of it.
Yeah, it's almost spongy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And then you can just kind of pop that, of course, wherever you want it. And if you want to sort of put that with your pearls or anything like that as well, it's beautiful. Or, put it with your ready-made flowers, absolutely stunning. £1.99 a bag on those as well. So well done with them. Now, we are going to come across to the bunnies, I think, next. So this other collection that we've got. So I'll just speak you through this and then we'll come across to a demo for you to see this as well. Your pearls and everything will work gorgeously with this opportunity as well. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick look. I know I've showed you a couple of the finished samples already, but just have a look at that. Now, it's similar to what we just showed you with the sunflowers in terms of it is a whole card making kit that you've got here. So you've got your image pads, your sentiment pads, your paper pads as well that are all coming with this. I mean, these are just absolutely fabulous, aren't they? Now, I'll let you have a look at these. So you can see that we've got these opportunities and this is what you can see. So look at the size of those. I mean, the toppers are just beautiful, aren't they?
They are, yeah. And this one is kind of it's a little bit different to the other collection because you have got different images in your smaller pad. So,
right.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with bunnies. Yeah. Hence why Jasper the bunny comes to visit us all the time. For cuddles, obviously.
Jasper.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously I'm obsessed with bunnies, so I'll put different images in the smaller pad as well. But because you've got the bigger pages there, like you have got multiple bunnies on there and they've not got the florals in, so they are a bit more maybe male orientated if you want them to be. Yeah. Whereas the little ones, they have all got the florals on there, and I do really like building up the flowers, in 3D below them. So making those ditzy stitches, puff balls, things like that up.
Yeah, it's a great idea. And then of course again you've got the sentiments, and they come in your blues, your greens, your pinks. You've got all sort of different sort of colour backgrounds as well that you're seeing with them. They're lovely, aren't they? Thinking of you, I'm so lucky to have a friend like you. You become what you believe. Hopping by to say hello. That's a good one. And you can see these ones here. Be happy. Wishing you lots of happiness. Congratulations on your wedding day that we can see there. I mean, wedding one as well. I've not seen many sentiments for the wedding day, so it's nice to have that. Always needing you happy birthdays, wishing you the happiest birthday, hello friend, thank you for everything. So, you know, really covering kind of in terms of sentiments across everything, to be honest with you. You know, all different occasions, you know, right down to the thinking of you at this difficult time now, and I love hopping by hugs and kisses that we've got. So much in terms of the sentiments. Then, obviously, all of that papers that we've actually got, the paper pad, they've all been perfectly sort of matched, perfectly chosen also to go with this whole collection. So you can just build these up if you would like to, and you can see the difference. Double-sided once again, so it's very much about which one would you like to use, what would you like to choose, from the blues to the pinks that we can see there. We've got some of the greens that are coming through. That's fabulous, isn't it? And you know, fussy cut, if you want to, you can fussy cut this. It's totally up to you. Or you can use the whole of those backgrounds, popping across then to the polka dots and also those beautiful flowers that we've got. And on top of that, how about your cardstock? Now we are getting your pink, your blue, thank you so much, and you're getting your yellow that's going to be coming with this. So all of those are there. And again, it is a vast amount. I mean, you're looking at 30 sheets in each of the smaller packs and then 48 in the larger one. So a huge amount that's going to be coming home to you for under £30 as well. Sunflowers, bunnies, you're going to have a smile on your face with both of these, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it. And they're our first 2 ever card kits as well. So yeah, we love them to bits.
Because when I saw the show today, obviously I've done a show with you before, but it was MDF mainly, kind of heavily, those beautiful pieces. And I saw the show and I thought, this is so different to what we did before.
Is this the same company?
But I think that's brilliant because you're kind of sort of crossing over to tick everybody's box.
Yeah, that's it. Over the years, we have just added and added to the range because ultimately we're crafters. We like to try new things.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
we'll always be like, oh, we're doing felting this week. I mean, you never know.
Why not?
Bring anything in. But also, like, I got obsessed with jewellery at one point as well.
You can. I think that's what's lovely about here, that we can all cross over.
That's it.
And,
and sewing, obviously.
Yes. So shall we squeeze in this demo?
Yes. So we're going to make this round bunny card here. So again, just using those basic dies there you may have got from Crafter's Companion, Hunky Dory, something like that. So you can see it is just 2 of the circles, and all I've done is just folded it in half, so you'll be able to see how easy that is to put together. And again, we're using the puff balls this time, so some different flowers on there and just a few different techniques for you to see. Right, so I've used the blue cardstock that comes in the collection. So I've just die cut out 2 identical circles, and then one of them I've just folded in half there. So we're just going to pop some glue and double-sided tape on there. I'm going for both just because it's the card base. I want to make sure it's quite solid and stuck well. Yeah. So we'll just grab the tape backing off there. And then a little bit of glue as well. Obviously, you only want to go on the bit at the bottom there where you're going to be popping your card. Yeah. Otherwise, it will be all stuck together and you can't open it. And same as Mum said earlier, we've all done it. But if you can manage not to, makes your day a bit nicer, doesn't it? Right, so we've got our card base there, so you can see that's going to stand up perfectly. And then I've just got a couple of layers just to add on there. So I've got a white layer and one of the blue stripes as well from the kit. So again, just a little bit of glue onto there, and we're going to go with the stripes straight up. We'll try and make sure that's not straight at all.
I feel like it's something we'd all kind of miss, and you'd be like, it's annoying me.
Yeah.
Not quite where I want.
Yeah, that's it. And you're just like, it is barely even off. What are you crying about? Right, so then I've just got a couple of strips, and I'm just going to trim this roughly where I think it needs to be. It doesn't matter if it's straight or not, it'll be fine. And then the same about with this strip as well. So just, again, if you're wanting to get 60 cards or so out of this kit, just using strips of things and saving your scraps, doing patchwork cards, it's a great way to make it go a little bit further. So again, just a little bit of double-sided tape on here. I'm not going to the ends, purely because it's going to hang over a little bit, so I don't want to get excess adhesive on the back there. So then we're going to pop this one just across at a bit of an angle. Beautiful. And then this one's going to go across as well. And just before I do that, I'm just adding a tiny little strip. Again, like I say, with your offcuts, make sure you save them because they are added little bits of detail if you want them to be. Okay. So I'm just adding a strip of that just across there. Instead of adding ribbon on, just using the strip of card instead. Make sure that's not very straight at all, but it'll be fine. It's going on one kit.
We're live. We're on a...
Yeah, that could be my excuse. Not that my eyes aren't working this morning.
It's early, you know.
Right, so we'll add another little bit of glue just on there. And because that one's going kind of over the other strip, I'm not too worried about the adhesive on the end there. So then I'm going to take a little bit of, this is the, it's kind of like an aqua sort of colour, but it does lend itself to this blue cardstock really nicely. So again, some of the Thistle on there. And then just on the back of here, I'm just going to add a bit of tape just to attach it to, because it's going to go behind our image.
Okay.
So I'm just adding that onto there, just so we've got a little bit of tack just before we pop it down. And then we can see and position a little bit where we want this Thistle to be sticking out.
Yeah.
So then this can pop to the side there. So we'll go for some foam tape, I think, just to lift that up.
Yeah.
And again, it does seal the Thistle in between almost, so it's not going to start going everywhere. And if it comes loose or anything, you've not got to worry.
Yeah.
There is the base. There we go. So we're popping this towards one side of the card, and then our bunny is going on to the top. So again, a bit of foam tape on there, and we're just going to pop him to the side. Right, so then we can start to build up some of our flowers. So I've got some of the puff balls here.
Yeah, perfect.
So I've cut them out of the delightful blue cardstock there. So I'm just going to use my bottle just on the back of these. So it's the same sort of configuration as the other dies and stamps we've seen.
Yeah.
And you do get some gorgeous flourishes in here.
Yeah, I mean, again with this, you've got the stamps and you've got the dies as well, and you can just see with the puff balls they are so different to sort of what you've seen in the other shapes of the flowers.
Yeah, they're almost daisy-like, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just stunning, as you can see. So all of that comes to you for this price tag.
Yeah, especially if you use them with the yellows of the botanicals, you can really make almost like mini sunflowers.
Yeah.
Right, so I've got 3 that are the same size, and then I've got 1 that is slightly smaller. So I've just used my ball tool just on the back of it.
Yeah.
But then every other petal I'm going to fold inwards and almost turn into like stamens in the middle.
Yeah, oh, that's clever.
So we're just folding that in every other petal, and then it's not going to fill it out completely in the middle there, but it is going to add that little effect as if we have got stamens. So just using my tweezers there just to fold these in. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can use cocktail stick if you prefer, if you've got decent fingers. And then as we press that in, that is just going to lift up those.
Nice.
And we can push them in a little bit with our fingers.
Lovely.
Right, so then we can build these up then. So just the 3 of these, again, using my hot glue.
Yeah.
And with the puff balls, because you've got so many petals, you don't really have to worry about offsetting them. Like, they're always going to be in between each other.
Yes, yeah.
So it is a nice, easy one to start with if you've not done flower making before.
Yeah, that's really good, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's a handy one. So then I'm just pressing in the middle there, and then we can add this little one into the middle.
Beautiful.
And that's just going to add a little bit of a difference to it, almost. So as we push that one in then, so we have just got that nice little folded up centre there. That is
really awesome. I love that.
So then you can obviously add more layers if you want to. You can ease these back a little bit.
It almost looks like little heart designs because of how the petals are
Yes,
shaped,
it does, yeah. And obviously you do get your layering stamps in there as well, so you can actually add detail on if you want to, or whatever you fancy. So then we've just got a few that are in the paper from the kit. So I'm just, again, using my ball tool just really easily on these ones. And I've got some in a different design as well. But you do get, it's kind of like blue, pink and green in this collection. So if you make this card, you could make it in all the 3 different colours. Again, like I was saying, you don't have to maybe think about everything too much. You can just make variations of something.
Yeah, yeah.
And then batch making becomes so much easier.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Right, so we're just popping 2 flowers together. So we're making 3 of these. And then we can create a little bit of an arrangement on the card. But because you do get everything already done, and like the images, they're already coloured for you, you've not got to think, oh, I'm not great at colouring. Like sometimes I just have an off day with colouring. I don't know about everybody at home, but I'm sure you colour it and you go, what am I doing?
What have I done?
This is not working today. And you're just like, have I got the wrong card stock? And there's just no real explanation other than your fingers aren't working the same.
Plus you need the time. I mean,
Yes,
it's a
that's
very
it.
kind of calming and enjoying thing to do, but you
Yes.
haven't always got that time. Whereas something like this, you could be doing in front of the TV. You could be doing
Yes.
this while something else is going on, so you don't have to put that sort of full concentration
Yeah,
into it.
that's it. And also, it's a great one for the kids as well, with the summer holidays just starting, because it is just card paper. You don't need necessarily a load of hot glue or anything like that.
And we all need things to kind of take up suddenly
Yes.
after so no childcare.
Yeah, that's it. I can't even imagine. I am thankful that I don't have that worry. I have to worry about my dogs. That's far too much responsibility enough. Right, so I'm just popping these 3 on there and then 1 onto the opposite side as well. Then I'm just going to use a few of the little leaves. So these are in the puff balls as well.
Yeah, beautiful.
So I'm just going to use hot glue again. Just a few of these in, and then we can add in a little bit more of the moss as well. So we're going to go green on this one. So we'll pop our leaf into there as well.
Lovely.
So you do get some really diddy ones as well, which are really nice with the little flowers. So we can just pop 1 under there, and then I think we'll go just 1 more in.
Yeah.
Just onto the top there. And then I should have my green moss. I don't know if I've put it in or not. I'll borrow some.
Yeah, there we go, yeah.
Probably in my other kit, it's fine. Right, so we'll just add a couple of little bits of moss in. So I just want to add some to this flower here, just to finish that bit off. Because it does just add, it's almost like instead of adding lots of die cut leaves, because sometimes die cutting can take a little while, and you do just want to fill it out without sitting and cutting a lot of leaves out or swirls and things like that. So it is a nice, just finished embellishment almost. And then we can add our sentiment on and maybe a few little pearls as well.
Yeah.
So then we'll just add the pearls into the centres. And then
Lovely.
1 more into this. Grab our blues. And again, with these pearls, it is really nice that you've got a lot of different colours in each.
Yeah.
So you can just use whichever works for you. Sort of
it feels with these 2 collections as well, because you've got that blue box that you're using there, it kind of goes gorgeously. But then if you was using the pinks, in terms of from the same collection, the pink one would go. We've got like the yellows and the orange that would work perfectly with the sunflower collection. So
that's it. You have got something that works across the board. And across the board with other brands as well.
Yes, 100%.
It doesn't have to just be with our products. Because obviously you want embellishments on all sorts of cards.
Yes,
this is coming a little bit loose, that's what it is. I can't get the pressure on it. So it does just twist off as well. So we will be getting replacement heads.
Oh, that's good.
So if you do find that you lose a little bit of stick, it will be coming soon as well.
Brilliant.
And then we've just got our Always Here For You sentiment just at the top.
Gorgeous.
And there we go.
Oh, it's so good. So beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And because you do get a lot of different sentiments, tipping the wrong way.
Something for everything, don't you?
Yes, that's it. So identical card, just different sentiment on
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And of course, there's so much you can create from that as well. So do keep coming through for that. Just wanted to recap on the pearls. So let's come across to these. I've got so many of you currently with this in your basket. You do have to check out to guarantee it. We've got Mo, New Crafters, Somerset, Claire, Lincolnshire, Tyne and Weir, Lorna, Doreen, Angela, Alison, Elizabeth, Dee. Lots and lots of you coming through. Now with this bundle, it is the ultimate. So you are about to get 7,200 pearls, right from the beautiful blues, the deep blues, the yellows, the oranges, the pinks, and it goes through the whole tones with the purples to the bronzes, the greens. And when you look in each box, can you see how the actual colourway just kind of goes whew, right from the deeper to that graduation, that sort of ombre effect that we're seeing. And I just think with this, like we were saying, anything, in my opinion, looks better with a pearl. You know, it just feels like if you look at some of these cards that have actually been created from the 2 collections we're showing you, just see how they've all just got those adjacent little pearls. You don't need many. And we were saying if you used 8 on a card from this collection, you would actually be able to create around 900 cards. I mean, think about that. 900 cards. And with these, they will cross all different ones. Because look at the difference of that colour to what we were just showing you before. You know, here's the green set with some of the pinks. So beautiful, beautiful opportunities to put with this collection and any others. But it is the ultimate. It is the chance, of course, to get the 7,200. I'd be thinking wedding invites. I would be thinking, you know, move to kind of christening, anniversary cards. You know when we talk kind of high end, sort of top qualities. And you might, all you need to use in essence, you could get some pearlescent card, and you could then just use like one of the, I love those little recipes or something like that, a little lovely sentiment onto it, put a couple of pearls, and there's your little invite, done, ready to go. And it's going to look spectacular, and these are going to dress them up as well. Have we got sizes for these pearls at all? Are they different or all the same?
4mm and 5mm in each
Brilliant.
colour. So you've just got the two sizes.
Yeah.
In the bigger kits you do get 6, 5 and 4, but we wanted to just give you the ones we use the most, because like the little ones you can put a few more on.
Absolutely.
You know, if you want to build up a bigger pearl.
Yeah.
Whereas the bigger ones you can't really make smaller.
Yes, I see what you mean, and you can just see if I pop those next to each other. Let's have a little look just there. You can of course just see the difference of the size. Like if you look at those two, can you see that slight difference? So each one comes with those two sizes. And again, don't forget on this this amazing tool which you've been seeing being used, look how easily that just picks those up to put them in place. £5.99 for that, so you're going to want to add that to this as well. Now we've also got another amazing set of these that I just want to quickly fit in before the end of the show. These are awesome. These are huge. These are some of the biggest sentiments I've seen, I think.
Yeah, again, what you were saying though about a high-end card. You know, if you think about there's a particular shop that you go in and they've got nice little pearls on or bells on the cards, and they're that much more premium, aren't they?
Yeah,
if you've got something like this, heat emboss it, it's already got that sparkle on there, a couple of pearls, and you've got something that is simple, high-end and low cost for you making a profit on.
100%. And right from happy birthday to sending hugs to you're amazing to hello to thank you. And look at that, the dies come with them. So all you need to do is use this, stamp onto it, and you've got them ready. And that's what's so lovely about all these collections is that they work together.
Yes.
So you don't need to do any of like, you're cutting out and thinking, oh, does it look right? This will just make it look very exclusive and absolutely right as well. So they are there at an under £20 deal for you as well, which is just brilliant. There is, of course, don't forget that we did the early bird deal, the early bird special. Quick extra little look at that, where we have got the die stamp, the stamps and the die that's coming with this, the postage stamp look. Each of these will just stamp into that. £4.99 today. I had to give that just another little mention in case people are only just joining us. They are so beautiful. Loads and loads of you have got that. I think about 30 of these left. That is all. I believe they probably will have sold out, to be honest, by the end of our show this evening. So jump in if you want to get those. I'd be going £4.99. I'm having it. I'd be going £5.99. I'm having it. These are brilliant. I'd then be going, right, I need the pearls. We took £20 off the ultimate collection of pearls. Oh my gosh, where'd you stop? That's the question, isn't it?
That is splitting it down as well. That could be 6 gifts for your friends at Christmas, couldn't it?
Literally 6 gifts. Yeah. What colour? What favourite colour?
I can't help you with that bit.
You see, I'd keep this one for myself. My mum would want the pink, so I'd be like sorted. My best friend would want the purple. Like
my mum wants the yellow and orange.
There you go. There you go. You can choose who they're for. Thank you. It's been so lovely as always. Do you know when you're back in?
We do. Yes, we've got our Christmas paper kits that are brand new on the 7th of August.
Oh, amazing. Sunday. That's a Sunday, isn't it? The only reason I know is because I'm off, because it's my birthday weekend. So
we won't get you, but
you will have Ruth, and it will be amazing.
No, I'm joking.
So do join for that. That is going to be fantastic. Keep checking out on this. And this afternoon, you have got Dave, I believe, from 1 o'clock. So don't miss that show.